2025 Prayer and Fasting Devotional, powered by the Citygate Church. Greater establishment, a season of abounding grace and fruitfulness.
Day 2. Receiving abundance of grace, Part 2. Text: Hebrews chapter 4, verse 14 to 16. Romans chapter 6, verse 1 to 23. Job chapter 22, verse 21 to 25. Abundant grace gives understanding to have access into the reign of everlasting life, which is vehicled through the righteousness of God that has everlasting strength. This grace, which gives us the life of the Father as an inheritance, can only bring us power over the forces of death and corruption by obedience to the laws and truth that frame up the nature of the Father. The word for reign in Greek is basileus, and it means to be a king or to exercise kingly power. The wisdom of God that is contained in the light of the everlasting gospel guarantees a life that demystifies and expires the strength of sin and death, and empowers us to exercise authority on the forces of hell and death. The receiving of grace abundantly gives manifold understanding into all the sides of God's hidden wisdom that raises us up as formidable houses for the habitation of God. In Job chapter 22, verse 21 to 25, we see that we can only put iniquity far away from us when we are built up by the wisdom of the Almighty, which is the Father that is both living and abiding. This same wisdom, which is the calibration of laws of everlasting righteousness, is our only defense against the laws that enforce perishing over all men. We are in a new day where through the preaching of everlasting righteousness, through the abundance of grace, we can reign over sin and death. Hallelujah. Prayers. Dear Lord, I thank you for the work of righteousness you have begun in me. Philippians 1 verse 6. I receive grace to walk in the understanding that will grant me capacity to reign over the forces of sin and death. Dear Father, help me access the wisdom from above that will make me refuse evil and choose the good, so I can gain stability in my walk. I declare that this year I will live by revealed righteousness through the abundance of grace to profit in the Spirit.